The New Game Plus mode update is coming really soon, very likely before the Black Cat DLC on October 23rd. It might include some trophies as well, and we got way more new info from a recent Spider-Man PS4 livestream. DLC in 2019, we will discuss it all, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Less than 2 weeks till the first Spider-Man PS4 DLC, The Heist, and while Insomniac is really quiet right now, we can expect new videos and marketing stuff around the release. All of that stuff is getting wrapped up right now, Insomniac mentioned in their recent livestream, so I totally expect them to reveal some gameplay likely the week before October 21st to get everyone hyped up, maybe comparable to the sort of IGN videos they did before the launch of the official game, as well, like showing some parts of the game, like the relationships, the world, the combat and stuff like that. In November we got the Turf Wars DLC, and during the stream it was noted that Gavin, the lead character artist, shared the suits that will be in that DLC to everyone at Insomniac. No, they did not show the suits like during the live stream. And Brian said that the second DLC has his favorite suit, that you would look at it and ask yourself, how did they make that? Of course, if you watched my previous videos, then you know that Brian really likes to tease and hype these suits up. But it's interesting to note that his favorite one is in the second DLC. The one you see here is, by the way, from the first DLC, The Heist. I wanted to highlight this part of the live stream because it might reveal that we get a new suit in an update as well. Let's take a look.
The suits that are actually going to be in the second round of deals.
Turf Wars in November.
Yeah, and those are...
Is that the one that's on the update?
I don't know. Did it go out this?
I don't know. I've seen some pretty cool ones.
So did the Insomniac guy on the right, like, not sure what his name is because it was not said during the stream, but did he get a little too excited and shared that we might get a free suit in an update? I think I hear Brian say, I don't know, did we talk about this? Anyway, they fastly moved away from that subject, but I thought it was interesting to share nevertheless. Like, it does not confirm that a new suit for an update is coming, but does tease it for sure. I mean, it would be an amazing reward for completing the New Game Plus mode on the ultimate difficulty, like the higher difficulty that will also launch as part of that update. At the beginning of the stream, they talked about the New Game Plus mode with Brian saying that it's coming really soon, and then we have the guy on the right saying that if he was a betting man, he would guess that the DLC would release before the Black Cat. And then James, the community director, said, it's possible. So that, with Brian's quote that it's coming really soon, makes me think that next week is this new update with the New Game Plus mode. And it looks like this update might come with new trophies as well, like we saw with Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and recently Far Cry 5 added a new trophy for the New Game Plus mode as well. So during the stream it was asked if there will be more trophies coming to the game, and then James said that if your patch is big enough, then you can add trophies as well. And then he asked if other games with a New Game Plus mode got trophies too. So I think this confirms that we will at least see one new trophy with the New Game Plus update for Spider-Man. Like, the tease was really obvious. It might be a trophy tied to the difficulty, like that you need to complete the New Game Plus mode on the ultimate difficulty in order to get it. Again, something we saw in the New Game Plus mode for the two other games I mentioned as well. Other things we might see in updates are new photo mode stuff. Of course, I already mentioned this in the video, but Brian again noticed that this is coming. They are aware that we want the crimes to return, so not only like the thug crimes, but all the faction crimes after you complete the district. So great news that they are aware and are looking into this. The web Blossom Nerf is likely still in the cards. Like James noted during a stream on Friday that he got like a ton of messages from people saying that they did not want him to nerf the suit power, but during the streams, like the recent one, but again also the Friday one, he has been using this non-stop, constantly saying that it's way too overpowered. During that Friday stream, they also discussed the fact that you don't have to finish the game to play the DLC, but that it is recommended as the game thinks that you did complete the main story first. I mean, Spider-Man has a 10% platinum rate right now, with way more people having finished the game, so I totally think that most people will play the DLC after finishing the main story. Other interesting things that were noted was regarding the E3 2016 part, where Spider-Man goes through a coffee shop, because yes, that looked really cool, but it's not part of the final game, and Brian noted that this was cut because it did not work with the flow of the mission. Like, not sure what mission, but now we know that they indeed looked at it and that it was cut from the final game. Then, DLC after the City That Never Sleeps. Someone asked if we would get more DLC than was announced. Of course, the City That Never Sleeps is the sort of season pass they have right now, with the first episode on October 23rd, then in November, and then in December. But we don't know what will happen after that, so this happens during the stream.
Will there be only the 3 DLCs, or will we reveal more next year?
That's all we're talking about is the 3.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's why I'm glad James is here. He can answer tough questions.
Yeah.
I love Brian's reaction here, by the way. So they're not saying that there will be no DLC after the DLC that was already announced. Only that they're focused on the DLC that we know right now. For example, with Horizon Zero Dawn, they said before the Frozen Wilds came out that it was the only DLC for the game. So that is interesting, but we of course recently discussed the tweet from Robert saying that it was the final day on set with most of the cast members, implying that the support is over after the City That Never Sleeps that they just recorded. But on the other hand, we got tweets like this from the lead writer at Insomniac saying they need writers and that their main focus is the DLC right now. But with all the DLCs releasing this year, I find it hard to believe that if you would join Insomniac now, that you would then work on the City That Never Sleeps content. Like you would think that everything has already been written, right? So yeah, I wanted to throw that out there. I would say no more DLC after 2018. Hope I'm wrong, of course, but that clip I showed you from the live stream may hint at some secret stuff beyond the City That Never Sleeps. I will of course keep you up to date here on the channel, so subscribe to stay up to date on everything Spider-Man PS4. Again, we will see likely DLC gameplay very soon. New Game Plus, my bet, next week, October 16th. Throwing it out there, something like that. Again, when we know more, I will let you know here on the channel. Before we go, I want to of course highlight the best pictures you send me via Twitter at JorRaptor with the hashtag SpiderRaptor hashtag, or via Twitter, JorRaptor as well. No more than 4 pictures, please. Like Sam Walker did with a shot of the dark suit in the light, making the suit bright. No, but it's really nice centered and a nice use of the focus as well. Cool shot. Justin made a pretty unique billboard that I can't keep my eyes off. No, but a really cool focus, like the eyes with the reflection as well. Really like this one, Justin, because it's also something I haven't seen really before, so keep it up. Moschino made an awesome ground strike shot, switching to the photo mode at a great time. So we see the little rocks like flying while Spider-Man is in the middle of the action. Some web there on the left as well. Great stuff. Remus went nuts with the new halftone filter with the Armor MK3 suit, and it results in a great picture of him on the roof as a black shadow while the moon is like above him and the windows are wide. It just makes for a great combination. We go full negative with this shot from Tae Lee with the great positioning, Spider-Man like in the dark sky with the buildings under him being negative white. Another unique shot and I really appreciate that. Again, subscribe for everything Spider-Man PS4 if you haven't already. Like this video to support the channel. Check out my recent Spider-Man video on a villain that will be returning for the DLC, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.